So we have some baseball on tap tonight, and it's really all about Series 1. We do have a couple of autographed baseballs to open, and of course, those will be relatively quick, each one just with one autographed baseball in the box. And then we're going to open a half case of 2018 Topps Series 1. Can't believe it's already time for 2018 baseball. But yeah, we're just, 2 weeks out from, maybe not even, from pitchers and catchers reporting, heading into spring training right around the corner. What you see on the screen now is the anticipated shipping dates for each of our items tonight. That is also the order we will break in. So it will be the National Edition baseball first, then the Icons baseball, and then the half case of 2018 Topps Series 1. And of course, note on there if you happen to be involved in one of the baseball breaks where clearly there's one baseball and there's 30 teams, 29 people are not going to get that baseball. You are still entitled to a consolation card that will typically ship with your next package that has a hit in it or has cards or memorabilia or whatever in it. If you want it shipped sooner, it can be. The information is there on the screen. It is also available in the, didn't mean to do that, in the listing description. There's more information about all of that, as a matter of fact. Here's a quick look of the breaks that we have coming up in the days ahead, including the back half of this case of 2018 Series 1 Jumbo, which you will see is going to be on Friday night. And then we've got some other odds and ends as well throughout the next few days. But that's going to bring us back to where we're starting off tonight. And this is one 2017 Onyx Preferred Players National Edition. So it was a special group of signers included for this ball that was sold at the National Convention. This is break number 12. You will see, of course, it ended tonight, 1:31. It's live streaming the same night, last day of January 2018. And our team names are on one side, winning bidders across from it. Anything you see that says no bids buyback is a team that is unloved and unwanted. So if anything comes out for that team, it will stay here with me. Anything you see that says no hits not listed just means that there was no possibility to pull an autographed baseball for that particular team. So I did not list it for sale. So that's kind of how that works. And most of you know I have been sick here for, close to a week now. And doctor gave me some different medication today, finally. Actually, a big old high-powered steroid. But it does make me have a little more energy and feel a little better. So hopefully I'm going to get us back on track with our shipping schedule here pretty soon. As a result, the downside is that makes my vision a little blurry. That looks like Alex Bregman to me. You know what? I forgot to change the focus on the camera. No wonder it looks blurry to me, right? You're going to see the background go out of focus there. I'm going to tweak it a little bit. We'll be able to look at things up closer without them seeming blurry. So that to me looks like Alex Bregman. We're going to check here in a second and look. There's also your authentication sticker on it and another JSA authentication on the opposite side. There's your JSA that will match up with the sticker. There's the Onyx that will match up with the Onyx sticker. We got all kinds of authentication. And it is, in fact, Alex Bregman. So Houston Astros with a nice little hit here on the Alex Bregman signed baseball. And it says he's even signed it as 2015 second overall pick. So cool little hit. Nice hit for the Houston Astros with the Alex Bregman signed baseball. Let me just get it back in its box and then we will work on Onyx. Well, they're both Onyx. We'll work on Onyx Icons as soon as I get Alex Bregman back in his box. All right, let me get the spreadsheet back where we need to be here, and we'll roll right on into the next break. Once again, I'm just putting this up. I know people jump in and out. Please take a moment to review that so you'll know what's going on. And as always, more details can be found in the listing description. This is 2017 Onyx Icons Autograph Baseball number 2. Of course, Icons has some high-powered signers in it. Hopefully we're going to pull one of those tonight. And same as before, anything that says no bids buyback is just a team that did not sell, had no one give it a forever home. So if something comes out for one of those teams, it will stay here with me. Otherwise, it'll head out the door to one of you in a few days. This actually comes in a wooden kind of box. I don't know if it's actual wood. It's probably like faux wood, fake wood. I don't know. Anyway, it's not cardboard. That's the end of the... That's the end result, is it's in a box that is not a cardboard box. Here's a little TriStar certification. Here's our Onyx. Of course, we'll wait and open that up after we take a look at our ball and see who we have in here. And does that look like Billy Williams? To me, that looks like Billy Williams. So once again, there's your authentication that will match up with the Onyx, and we'll see whether or not it is Billy Williams, but that's who it looks like to me. Yes, it is in fact Billy Williams signed baseball, and there's your other Onyx and your TriStar and all of your things that go with that. Now I'm going to do something here real quickly and pull up, I'm going to do a quick player search here on MLB.com and see if I can pull up Billy Williams. Well, come on now. Well, of course, there's 2 and I clicked on the wrong one. That would figure. I mean, isn't that just the way, right? That's just the way. All right, so I would believe that this would be all the Cubs, but I just want to double check and make sure that that's correct. I'm trying to find if it'll tell me. Here we go. So there's 1, 2, 3. I mean, this is pretty much all the Cubs. There were 2 years for the A's. The rest are for the Cubs. So, yeah, that ball is going to go for the Cubs. You know, I always like to take an extra minute and look that stuff up because every once in a while I'll be surprised about something. I'll think, oh, that player definitely goes to XYZ, and then you'll pull it up and they'll have some other obscure thing that you'd forgotten about, and it'll be the same number of years or some strange stuff. So I find it better just to look it all up online while we go. So that was a nice little hit for the Cubs with the Billy Williams Icons signed baseball. So both of our baseballs tonight, very nice ones. Alex Bregman on the National Edition and Billy Williams on our Icons. We have, I think I have one of each left to be listed, and then that'll wrap up all of the 2017 autographed baseballs that we have on hand. I guess I should throw that up again real quick, although by now you've probably seen it. I'm hoping that this Series 1, guys, will ship on Saturday since I am feeling a little bit better. There's always the possibility that some of it may slide to Monday simply because I am a bit behind from being under the weather, but I think with this little jolt of energy that comes from 1,000,000 milligrams of steroids, I can probably get us caught back up and get it out on Saturday. So this is 3 boxes of 2018 Topps Series 1. This is jumbo size baseball. This is break number 1. It just came out today, the 31st. And of course, we're breaking it tonight, the 31st. Couple of teams that didn't sell, and once again, those are designated as no bids buyback. Everything else in here, you will see your name in lights across from your team. And I'm anxious to get into this. I'm excited to start pulling our new rookies. I mean, we just barely wrapped 2017, but I'm always anxious and ready to go to get into the next year too. as much as I love 2017, because man, it was a heck of a year, I'm really looking forward to this year as well. So here's what's going to happen. All 6 of these boxes are coming out of here, and then I will label or number each one of them on the end. I'm going to have to pick this up to get the rest of these out of there. And then I will let random.org choose for us which 3 we open tonight versus which 3 will be opened in the next break. And this way it's all very transparent. There's no guesswork or anything about it. We can all make sure that we know what is going on with it. And this is really simple. I'm just going to type in 1 through 6. I'm going to hit random 1 time, and whichever 3 numbers come up first, those are the 3 boxes we will open tonight. So super easy. And we are opening 1, 2, and 6. That is indeed super easy. Let me just get these others put away. And of course, you guys have broken this kind of stuff before, I imagine, most of you. But in case you haven't, here's what happens with Series 1 Jumbo. Each one of these boxes has what seems like 40 million cards in it. It's not really that many, but it's a lot. It's a lot of cards. And each box will have 3 hits, 2 relics, and 1 autograph. It's usually 1 manufactured relic, 1 actual, regular relic, and an autograph. So there's actually 10 packs per box, and there's 50 cards per pack. So there are really 500 cards per box, 1,500 cards in the break. So it's a massive amount of cards. And of course, there's tons and tons and tons of base cards in here, and we kind of go through those at a pretty good clip. And if for any reason there's a Clint Frazier, you want me to go slower, do something differently, let me know. Otherwise, we typically find somewhere in the middle, we usually find some inserts and things in the middle of the pack in the jumbos, which I'm assuming, yeah, we're about to get to them. That is Fielding Award. This is my first time opening it too, guys, so I'm kind of going along with you on this one, trying to figure out what all we've got going. Was that a Matt Carpenter? Oh, that's a Father's Day. I didn't notice that. Matt Carpenter was. And then a hollow foil for Howie Kendrick for the Nationals. A little Chris Davis. I'm going to assume this is a short print, like a photo variation. And I haven't looked up the list of those yet, but because it's in the center like that, I'm going to assume that it probably is. And here's our Buster Posey 35th anniversary. So it looks like we've got a pretty nice card design this year. Some years I like better than others, and I like these. I think these look nice. It's good, good looking Series 1 cards here. So if you're in the mood for set building, this is going to get you off to a fantastic start, I would imagine. This is 1,500 cards. It's a lot of cards. There's Father's Day. No, not Father's Day. That's Legends. Oakland A's, Ken Seiko. Sorry, guys. I told you I am having a hard time with my vision tonight. Unfortunately, what they gave me to make me feel better with the high dose of steroids has made my vision super blurry tonight. Salvador Perez hollow foil for the Royals. That is the 35th anniversary, the nice Ahmed Rosario for the Mets. Future Stars Ian Happ with the All Rookie Cup notation on there as well. I'm sure you noticed that I'm setting our cards off to the right after we look at them. That there are mats and things over there too. That's the area I use for sorting, but it is all covered in mats over there to my right. So they're still staying nice and safe over there. They're just a couple of league leaders. It just makes it a little easier to keep the workspace clean. Lucas Sims for the Braves. Little MVP Jose Altuve. Nice. Todd Frazier. Chris Bryant on the 35th anniversary parallel. Seems like the pictures are better this year, doesn't it? It's either that or it's the background. It's something they've got going on with it. What this is better. Hang on a second. I have to pick this up so I can read this. I have to get it a lot closer. Oh, this is just okay. So this is some kind of it's just an advertising card talking about Topps Now and showing one of the examples of a card that they had on Topps Now. So I guess we'll be finding a bunch of those little advertising cards as we go along the way. Man, they make a killing on those Topps Now. Those things are not inexpensive. They are quite expensive, actually, I think. Well, depends on what they are. Some are more expensive than others, but at any rate, I'd say they do quite well, return on their investment. And Panini, of course, does some that are limited and signed. Nice little Willie Calhoun. And there's a Buster Posey Superstar Sensations. And some of the ones that Panini does, they'll be $500 or $600 for the card. That is a hollow foil for the Cardinals. 35th anniversary for the Twins with Byron Buxton. We got 5. So this is our halfway point of this box. There's 10 packs per box, and this is pack number 5 that's in my hands. And once again, if that's too fast, if you need me to go slower on these base or adjust something, just jump into chat and let me know. I'm always happy to accommodate those kinds of requests. Otherwise, because there is so much base, I have a tendency to kind of keep on rolling. So here's our first hit, and it is our relic. And you know what? I'm going to tweak something here because I can't really tell if this is my eyes or if this is the camera. Maybe a little bit of both. I'm going to see if that helps us out a little bit or maybe helps me out a little bit. Anyway, this is Hayward for the Cubs with your relic here. So the Cubs have the first hit, so to speak, with the little Jason Heyward relic. Anthony is asking me if we've seen any Hoskins. You know what, Anthony? I have not been reading all of the names as they go by on the cards. My vision is a little blurry tonight. Thanks to that high dose of steroids they put me on earlier today. It's kind of resulted in some less than ideal vision for me right now. So I am not sure, Anthony. I am sorry to tell you. We may have, but I just don't know for certain. We definitely haven't had it as a hit because we've only had the one hit come out so far, and that is for the Cubs, the relic that we just saw for Heyward for the Cubs. And I haven't seen him on any of our parallels yet. Here is our second relic. This is the manufactured one, All-Star Game George Springer, who had an All-Star kind of World Series, that's for sure. There's a little bit of chipping right up here in the upper left and down that left side over there. Not a tremendous amount, but a little bit, so be aware of that. Usually try to point that stuff out as I see it. No, for some reason we've got a spinning circle on here. Hold on a second. I want to see what's going on with this. Sometimes it's just my iPad. In fact, most of the times it's just my iPad, but I just want to make sure that it is that and not something else. Okay, I guess we're all right because it still shows live after I go out and come back in. It still says live now, so I guess we're okay. My iPad has a bad tendency to drop out the video at times for I don't know what reason. And nothing says, yeah, it looks like we're okay. Although I was kind of hoping that it would stop spinning. Sometimes YouTube is weird. I don't know what happens sometimes. Although it's been pretty good lately. It hasn't given me too many problems lately. There for a while, I don't know, it was a period about a month or so where it seemed like it was always messing something up. I think it has to do with updates. Both Windows updates and my broadcast software updates. Sometimes they do not interact well together, and then the next thing you know, something goes haywire. Sorry, there's still a little lingering cough. I do not cough into my hands, though. I cough into my elbow or my shoulder, so it's not ever on my hands. Don't worry in that regard. Hopefully all that's going to be gone soon. It's been a long week. Not quite a week, I guess like 5 days, but anyway, it's been a long 5 days or 6 days. It's been a while. Nice little Devers for the Red Sox. Oh, a Bo Jackson 35th anniversary. Oh, that's cool. And this must be some other kind of an advertising thing. So it looks like our autograph is coming out of the very last pack of this box because we found our 2 relics, but not yet our auto. So it's got to be in here. Future Stars Aurora for the Giants. Of course, he's been traded since then, but he was Giants when they printed this, so to the Giants he will go. Nice little George Springer hollow foil for the Astros. Dominic Smith, 35th anniversary for the Mets. So where's our autograph then? Our autograph didn't just like slide by somewhere and I didn't see it, did it? Because I haven't seen our autograph, but yet we should have. I think one of you guys would have spoken up and said, hey, if you saw it go by and I didn't pull it out separate, wouldn't you have? I think. Well, let's look right back through this again. This is the stuff that these are just the inserts and things out of the whole box that I've set aside. But I'm going to look through them again, and then I'm going to look through, everything again because I don't see our autograph. And that's super unusual for Topps, I'll tell you that right now. That happens. This is an old stock, by the way. This, I just now felt it. That Todd Frazier. Vintage stock, old stock, whatever you want to call it. It is very much unlike Topps to not have what you're supposed to have in the box. I mean, Panini, yeah, sometimes they don't give you something, but not Topps. So I'm looking through, we're going to look through all these again to see, maybe was it stuck to the back of another card? Did it go by and I somehow didn't notice it? That doesn't seem super likely, but yet it is always possible. Sticking to the back of another card's more likely, but still in all. So again, guys, this is all of box 1. I'm just doing a quick flip back through, trying to determine where our autograph is in this box. And I know this is kind of boring to look back through this all again, but I feel like we need to do it because it should be here and I haven't seen it. Well, this is really strange. Have you guys seen any other Series 1 breaks today? Has anybody else had seen a box that didn't have the autograph in it? This is really weird. If it was Panini, I wouldn't have even thought twice. I'd just think, yeah, they messed up and shorted us our autograph. But this just doesn't happen with Topps, so that's why I want to go back through and look at it all again. Although I do feel like I would have seen it, or certainly if I somehow even with my blurry vision, I think I would have seen it. If I didn't, I would have thought you guys would have seen it and given me a heads up in chat. Which leaves the only other possibility is that it was stuck behind something, so that's why I'm going back through again. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I just dropped that, as you saw. Zach Godley for the Arizona Diamondbacks, which I think was an unsold team. So fortunately, that was my own card. So just continuing our way through all of these box one cards again in search of the missing autograph. Yeah, maybe it will. Maybe there will be an extra autograph in one of the other boxes, but I don't know. I mean, usually it's supposed to be by the box, not by the case, so I feel like that's kind of a I don't know that it will happen that way, but I do just want to double check and make sure it's not here somewhere. I mean, it's not unheard of that a card sticks to another card and you don't realize it when you're going through the first time. Although typically it's not the autograph cards. I may have to go get a cough drop here in a second. All right, so we did not, in fact, have an autograph in our first box. Which is really a bummer, because that's obviously the part we're looking forward to more so than the relics are the autographs, and we did not get one. Yes, these are jumbos. They are, you probably were not on, Anthony, when I ran down that earlier, but what they're supposed to have in them is one autograph and two relics. A manufactured relic, which is this, and an actual relic, which is that one. And then it's supposed to have an autograph. And of course, as we just saw, box one did not have an autograph. And that's the reason that I went all the way back through them all again. And I know that took some time, but I did want to do it for the sake of making sure it wasn't stuck behind something else. And I am going to go get a cough drop. I'll be back in half a sec. All right, Tigger. Let's see what we can do with box two, and hopefully we will have everything we are supposed to have in box two. Meanwhile, I'm wondering if there's a way to contact Topps about missing stuff. Probably not. They would probably just, I guess, how are they going to prove it? Of course, in this case, we could prove it because it's opened right here on camera. So this would be one instance where we could actually prove it. Our hollow foil is the Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. 35th anniversary is Ian Happ. But I would be curious to know if anyone else is having the same problem, if other breaks have been missing anything. It's another advertising card for that Topps Now service. Moncada Future Stars. Little J.P. Crawford. Hollow foil for the Giants. Our 35th anniversary. Oh, nice little Sandy Koufax for the Dodgers. Another thing, I don't know, something about, it's an advertisement about something that's going to be in Series 2, so that's a ways away before we have to worry about that. It's like some kind of home run challenge game or something in Series 2 Topps this year. Looks like what that's advertising. Oh, Rex, I see what you're Anthony, no, we are not doing silver packs. And Rex, yeah, it probably does say somewhere in there something about on average. I mean, all of Panini's stuff definitely says on average. And as I said, Panini definitely shorts me on hits. I mean, there have been plenty of times that I have noticed Panini missing something. In fact, there were a couple of basketball boxes, I think it was Hoops, earlier in the year that had 2 boxes back to back missing autographs. And then everything else was fine. Out of like the whole, it was like a case and a fourth or a case and a half. I don't remember exactly how much it was that I had on that particular one, but 2 boxes back to back, short what they should have. The rest of them were perfect. So when it happens with Panini, I think for sure you just kind of expect it. But it just typically doesn't happen with Topps, that's all. There's a little Mother's Day Ken Giles. Oh, Nelson Cruz here should be numbered. Let's see. Is he? Maybe not, and I just thought he was. Yeah, maybe not numbered, but it is blue border anyway. 35th anniversary, of course, still. So we haven't found any of our hits yet in this box. So we're still looking for both relics and our autograph out of box 2. Well, at least we know we're getting our autograph here, because here it is. And it is Trey Mancini for the Orioles. So, nice little hit for the Orioles on the Father's Day parallel as well. So, that's a pretty cool hit. One of my friends is an Orioles fan, so she would be happy with that one. Whoops, I think we had one stuck in behind there, so we'll just look at all three of those again to make sure. I wasn't sure which one got stuck. I just felt one get stuck. So much for the cough drop helping, right? There's a Mike Trout Mother's Day. And that is numbered to 2018. You guys know how Topps does that stuff. There's always, it's always numbered to whatever year you're in. So, Silver Slugger to Aaron Judge. Hollow foil for the Cardinals. 35th anniversary, Yu Darvish. I'm just trying to keep the coughing to a minimum, so that's why I'm not reading off as much as of the stuff as I might normally. Hollow foil for the Tigers. Hollow foil for the Astros. It's a Puig short print. Jacob deGrom, 35th anniversary. These cards are very much, some of them wanting to stay with the card in front of them. Our manufactured relic for the All-Star game, Jose Altuve for the Astros. So that's both of our manufactured relics so far have been for the Astros. The first one was Springer, and the second one there is Altuve. We should have our standard relic in this pack. So we have not yet seen it for this box. Severino, Mother's Day, Moncada Sensations, Chris Sale 35th anniversary. Our relic is Ramirez for the Red Sox. Our Major League material card. Our third box, which is our last box of this half of the case. Negative parallel, Rodriguez for the Red Sox. Smoltz is our 35th anniversary for the Braves. Yeah, see, the talking seems to be equaling more of the coughing, so that's why most of this I'm just letting you read instead of me saying it as I normally would. Figure that's better than you having to listen to the coughing. Nice little Bellinger 35th anniversary for the Dodgers. Nationals with an autograph hit. That is on card, and it is Andrew Stevenson. Our other one was a sticker auto, but that one is hard signed. Nice hit for the Nationals. Our relic is for the Red Sox with Andrew Benintendi. Another nice hit. There's a Hoskins. Nice little Aaron Judge 35th anniversary. And our manufactured relic, Noah Syndergaard. Spring training relic. So the Mets with a hit. Yes, Anthony, I agree. We definitely have had, this is the better box of the three, I think, yes. In terms of what we've seen go by, anyway, our hits and other Really, even some of our inserts as well. But, you know, Series 1, Series 2 update, all of those are as much about set building and our rookie cards as they are about anything else. More so, I guess, even than the hits, because obviously the hits are fewer in Series 1 and Series 2 than in many other releases. But it's awesome for the set building and the rookie cards. You were asking me what was the 83 Philly card. Was it just one that we just looked at? I'm not sure exactly which one you are asking me about. Are you talking about the 35th anniversary one? Did you mean this one, the J.P. Crawford? I'm not sure if that's the one. I think that's probably the one you meant. If it wasn't, let me know, and I'll go back and look, but I'm assuming it was that one. Another Kershaw hollow foil. Little Cal Ripken Jr. A home run challenge, Scott Schebler. Oh, you got it. Normally I would have read that stuff out as we go along. But as you can tell, I'm a bit challenged tonight, and that when I talk very much, I seem to go into these coughing fits, so trying to avoid coughing in your ear all evening. So recapping our hits, we have the spring training manufactured relic for the Mets with Noah Syndergaard, the Benintendi relic for the Red Sox, nice little Andrew Stevenson hard-signed autograph for the Nationals. Ramirez relic for the Red Sox again. Sticker auto Trey Mancini on the Father's Day parallel for the Orioles. Jason Hayward relic for the Cubs. Manufactured relic for Jose Altuve for the Astros, and a manufactured relic George Springer for the Astros. And once again, guys, my goal is to get this out to you on Saturday. That's assuming I can continue to feel decent with these lovely high-dose steroids. And if not, there's a slight possibility some of it could slide to Monday. I know that's slower than I normally get stuff out, guys. And obviously it's just trying to get caught back up and dealing with the aftermath of the creeping crud I have been trying to get out of my system here for the last 5 days or so. As always, I thank you very much for bidding with me and breaking with me and hanging out with me in chat. I'm sorry that it was a little less than it normally is tonight. But hopefully by tomorrow night, maybe we will be all back good as new, I hope anyway. And we will go from there. So guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a great night, and I will see you the next time. Bye-bye.